Hello? Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. You are watching the Political Vigilante Live. It is March 17th, a little after 7 p.m. Pacific time. Welcome to the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are under quarantine. Quarantine live stream. What's up, Tatiana? Lawrence Johnson, Quiet LPS YouTube star. Hello, old gringo. Yes, Tatiana, you are first. Jesus, backyard politics. Graham, at this point, I hope Bernie drops out and endorses Tulsi. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Jesus, Victoria Thomas, how are you? It's nice to see everybody. F-Bones, I was just on about an hour ago. I was on Convo Couch. 56 people watching, 18 hit the whatever the thing you call it. The live hit the live button. So let's bring it up here, folks. Here's the election coverage from the good people at the New York Times. Always fair and balanced. So far, they have declared Florida and Illinois wins. 98% reporting in Florida, 61% in Illinois. Yep. Even with huge leads in Illinois and Florida, Biden is losing to Sanders among voters under 45 by 2-1 in Illinois and 58% to 37% in Florida, voter survey shows. Yep. That's it. That's it, folks. Right? Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bernie is a sheep herder. The aggressive progressive was right all along. Yep. Not the aggressive progressive, the sane progressive said that. Yeah, they've said that. Maybe the aggressive, I thought, yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like. Nice Batman glass. I'm wearing, this is my Extinction Rebellion button. I'm wearing green because it is St. Paddy's Day. You can tell by the wee sparkle in me, I am as Irish as Paddy's pig. I'm glad I'm trying to keep you sane. It's hard for me to keep staying true. Live quarantine show. I don't know if Bernie was a sheep herder on purpose, but yeah, the effect is the same. So more boomers voted than young people. Excuse me. Yep. They voted for Joe Biden, even though Joe Biden has said he wants to gut Social Security. They're against Joe Biden, even though Bernie wants to give everybody Medicare for all. They're for Joe Biden. It's unbelievable to me, man. It's just really like, yeah. No vote in Ohio. Yeah, the primary in Ohio got pushed to June. For dead in Ohio. Less than half of Sanders supporters will vote for Biden. I know I won't. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I've said that. Look, I've said this from day one, and I will say this until this doesn't look good. The window's closing. There's, I mean, like, it is rigged. We have a rigged system. All this corruption by the Democratic Party, which we knew they were going to do. They've done even more than we thought they were going to do, and they still, though. I mean, ultimately, I'm not that shocked. What's disappointing is just Bernie not calling it out. I mean, he had some hard punches at the debate on Sunday, but he didn't say the party is cheating. He just won't do it. He won't do it. And I don't know if it's just because he doesn't want to cause problems or if he is like controlled opposition. I just don't know what it is. 131 people watching. Hey, Graham. Hey, everyone. Australia not in total lockdown yet. I'm at work. Hello, Annabelle. It's canned alcohol. Do we have voters' laws that stop voter suppression? Yeah, they really exceeded themselves with the theater. Vote Green for president. We need to keep the Green Party alive. Then some good Dems down ballot. Totally illegitimate primary. Why not call it out? Grandkids threaten. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Bernie is just like, at the end of the day, he's just like, well, I'm going to take this money and run, or if they like really threatened him. I don't know. Like, it really feels. I wouldn't be surprised if they threatened like to kill his grandkids or something. Like, you better hold back, friend. You know, I mean, that's how the mob does it with a fighter that never wants to take a dive. They threaten the family, and they say, make it look good. You know. Yeah. Yes, we do have good health care in Australia. It's allowing a lot of people to be tested. Thanks, Annabelle, for that. Bernie hasn't won anything today. I mean, there's still Arizona. The polls just closed in Arizona. We're waiting to see what's going on there. Yeah. I'm not voting for Joe Biden. I won't be. The reason I'm not voting for Joe Biden is because the thing I said all along. If you tell the Democratic Party you get my vote no matter what, then they can cheat. This is cheating. This is rigged. The 750 polls closed in Texas. You know, it's that's what this is. You're telling the Democratic Party, you don't have to give me politicians and policies that I want. And it's not that I'm like, I'm Bernie, the Bernie guy. I'm a Bernie guy. It's that I'm these policies. I'm for whatever politician is going to do all these things. And Joe Biden's, middle ground on health or middle ground on climate change he's not going to get us in the Paris Accord, raise gas mileage standards. It'll all be Band-Aids on shotgun wounds. And the dumb left will go to sleep if he wins, which he probably won't. He'll probably get crushed by Trump. But if he were to win, then we will then we all got to make decisions. It's like, yeah, they're just as dirty and craven as the Republicans. That's absolutely true. Absolutely true. There's a starman waiting in the sky. There's a starman. He told us not to blow it. He said we'll lose our mind. Oh, man. Let's answer some super chats. Boom. Tony DeMeo, shave your knuckles for justice. My parents and I voted early for Bernie, even my dad who voted for Trump. Good for you, Tony. Look, there was more Bernie voters. He had more support. He had more people coming out for him. And they manufactured, they cheated. Look what they did. They cheated on, in Iowa with that app. They made it a lot closer in New Hampshire than it was supposed to be. They were suppressed votes on Super Tuesday. So then all of these people who are making their decision that week or even that day or even in the voter booth were like, I guess I got to go Biden. The people who aren't paying attention as much as we are. That's what they did, and they knew that, and it worked. And they knew, too, they must have known that Bernie was not going to fight back. And the thing that we have to do, if you watch my interview with Jackie Saylor, is we cannot waste any more time trying to pull the Democratic Party to the left. We, the progressives, need to leave the Democratic Party. Without not, we have to leave the Democratic Party. We have to exit that party 100% and get away from it. We just have to I think I'm going to really start pushing for Movement for a People's Party. Their convention in Milwaukee, I will be at that convention. I'm going to reach out to people at that party, many of whom have come to my shows, and say, who's your candidate? Who's it going to be? What are you going to do? Because I will not. And if Bernie tells me to vote for Joe Biden and AOC tell me to vote for Biden, no way. And if Tulsi does, I won't. I will not support that party or any candidate in that party or any politician in that party ever again. I just won't. You can't reform that party. It's impossible. Joe Biden told people to go out and vote today in the middle of a pandemic. Ohio moved till June. These states all should have waited till these. Andrew Dwyer, a pro-med for all Justice Dem, has just won in Illinois. Right on. It's good to hear. Are there some Democrats in the smaller levels and stuff like that who can get in there? Yeah, sure. But look at AOC. I'm already starting to have questions about her. Is she getting pulled to the center? Is she bowing down to Pelosi? Kind of seems like it a little bit. She won't call out the cheating of the Democratic Party. She won't call it out. Boy, we're a long way away from the year ago when she was live tweeting the corporations that were talking to the freshman orientation for Congress. We're a long way from that, aren't we? Tony DeMeo, boom. Mainstream media is ruining another election. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me cancel that one. Let's go here. A vote for Joe Biden is a vote for corn pop. Trump scares me most with Christian fascism potential. Well, here's the thing that's even more scary. Is let's say Biden were to win. He's going to get the nomination more than likely. Unless, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Sunday was Bernie's opportunity to come in and seize this opportunity with this pandemic and say, look, we need socialism. We need Medicare for all. That's how you deal with a crisis like this. So it's he blew that opportunity. So if Biden were to win, the left, the fake ass Mick resistance left, will go to sleep, and the Republicans will put up somebody 10 times worse than Trump. And you think, you can't be anyone worse than Trump. Yeah, an ideologue is worse than Trump. Trump is scary and dumb and crazy, and he's a narcissist, but he's just a narcissist. He just wants to say, I'm great, America's number one, everything I do is the best. Look at me, I'm great. I watched his press conference this morning. Mike Pence is a scary guy. If Mike Pence becomes president, which he absolutely will run in 24, absolutely. And you put a crappy neoliberal like Biden in there, nothing will change. The economy will continue to tank. The environment will shit the bed. We'll have another pandemic or something, and Biden will just be doing nothing. And then Mike Pence will come in, and people will vote for Mike Pence. And then we will have a crazy person. Mike Pence is a dangerous person. The evangelicals are dangerous. So it's Progressives, we keep getting screwed at every turn. You know? They go after anyone who's a real progressive, Dukakis, Brown, whatever, Kucinich, Gravel. So the thing is that because we're in complete climate collapse, we are running out of time. And without like a top-down, we need a top-down solution. A lot of things can be solved with grassroots and fractionalized and, you know, everybody, but climate change needs to be a top-down solution, and America needs to lead the way, and it's not going to happen with Biden. It's certainly not going to happen with Trump. So, you know, we're probably not going to last long as a human race. This was it. And there might be, it's just going to be, you know, I feel bad. That's why the young people were so overwhelmingly voted for Bernie, because they know, like, 20, 30 years from now, the whole planet might be done. Not bad, not an apocalypse collapse. I mean, but here we go, gang. Florida voted against their own interests. Illinois voted against their own interests. I'm sure there was cheating in both states. So it was a combination of people voting against their own interests, flagrant cheating, Bernie not fighting hard enough. They could debate the percentages of which one of those things, you know, but that's what you get. 308 people watching, 131 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I hit the like button. Yeah, they totally got caught in Iowa, and nobody went nuts about it. We did. I did on this show. All of us progressive indie media people went nuts. All of you went nuts. The media didn't go nuts. And the neoliberal vote any blue will do didn't go nuts. They just sit there and let people get cheated and go, okay. And then they scream about Russia and don't care about the cheating within the party that they think is so much better. They don't care about it. It's mind-boggling, man. It is mind-boggling. I got this TV on. I thought it was going to have like more election results, but it's just showing nonsense. I'll be right back. And it's distracting and dumb. So I am shutting it down. Might I suggest, while you're quarantined, bullet points and punchlines. This is Lee Camp's book. I just started reading it. There's a foreword by Jimmy Dore. There's a foreword by Chris Hedges. It's a really cool book, man. It takes a lot of his like articles and stories and stuff in Truthdig and puts them in here. Lee Camp's a very funny guy. He's been on the show. We'll have him to talk about the book. And then he's got just fantastic notes. Like the research he does behind this stuff is just great. It's like he's such an amazing comic and political comic, and he's a friend of mine and a friend of the show. So check that out, everybody. Let's answer some super chats. It's either buy them, buy her, or go green gringo. On top of the world, shave your knuckles for justice. On top of the world, Tulsi beat Trump. Know tons of Republicans. They love her. Yeah, I mean, if Bernie's going to capitulate, I'll back Tulsi. I mean, she's got no delegates. I don't know how this happens. I don't know how she can do it, but like, if Tulsi leaves and runs third party, I would get behind that so hard. It wouldn't even be funny. I would get behind that so hard. So much. So much. Yeah, I would get behind that so hard. It's not even funny. Because what she would bring a bunch of progressives like us the thing she resonates with, she's very unique in that she brings progressives, but also libertarians and independents and center-right people, which is actually a coalition that you need, and if you, again, watch that interview with Jackie Saylor, like that she says is you need to build coalitions with groups that might on paper not selling. Why would you want to go with those conservatives and liberals? No, we really want independence. And I think Tulsi is very principled, and I have so much respect for her. When she stepped down as vice chair in 2016 and backed Bernie and all the shit she took for it and calling out. But Bernie wouldn't get her back. I got to be honest with you, man. It was really disappointing. She's had his back at every turn, and he wouldn't get her back. It's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. So, but if she tells me to vote for Biden, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just telling you, I'm done. If any of these Democrats tell me to, any AOC or anybody, Nina Turner, any of them tell me to vote for Joe Biden, I will not. And I will spend the summer on this show pointing out all the reasons why. And maybe a lot like Ron Placone is talking about, pushing to write Bernie in if they do this. But we'll see. The exit polls show Bernie should have won way more states. And it's always where there's electronic voting is where Biden has these weird surges. And it's just like, I can't do it. And I've said it from day one, so I'm not saying anything new. I've been saying this for 2 years. I will not vote. I won't. And I'll lose friends and maybe even some followers and I don't know what else, but I won't. I absolutely won't. This is what they're leaving me with. This debacle. America loves voting against its own interests and just sitting by and watching itself get cheated. Yeah, 98% in Florida. And yeah, Arizona. Yeah. A concern today was how the virus crisis would affect in-person voting. Florida and Arizona, with many mail-in ballots, seeing similar turnout to 2016. Illinois was way down. This has been a highly unusual primary night, and it may be the last semblance of political normalcy for a long time. Yeah, I bet you the Democratic Party went, look, the whole country, we're inching towards complete lockdown. They just put a mandate in San Francisco. I hear there's been martial law curfews, not martial law yet, but like curfews in parts of New Jersey. San Francisco just told everybody to stay inside. Sacramento just told people to do that. LA, closed all the bars, the restaurants are only open for drive-through. The stores are still open, but gyms, everything. My yoga studio's closed. I'm doing yoga in my apartment. I did a video on it. I'm going to show you how to set up a cool little yoga studio in my apartment. Not in your apartment. I don't want you to come to my apartment and do yoga, but how to turn your apartment or your home into a cool little yoga studio. I found a cool free website. DoYogaWithMe.com. It's cool. They're not a sponsor. I just like pushing them. So, Gringo, what's up? Shave your knuckles for justice. At least Bernie shifted the Overton window. Look, Bernie did some wonderful things this time. He got everybody talking about Medicare for all. Look, we're talking about Steve Mnuchin was saying about we're going to have UBI. We're going to get checks in the mail in the next couple of weeks. He doesn't know exactly how, but so UBI is the thing. That was Andrew Yang. We're talking about a Green New Deal. We're talking about student debt forgiveness. He brought a lot. He did put a lot of new things in the conversation. I mean, at the debate Sunday, Joe Biden was like, we need to give everybody money because we're telling them they can't work. We need to extend Medicare for all, make everything free. And Bernie was like, yeah, those are my plans. So, I mean, there's some little victories in that. But we're not, the planet's going to die if we don't get the ruling class out of there. Peaceful, nonviolent resistance, no violence, peaceful, nonviolent resistance. That's what it's going to take, guys. Still no results for Arizona yet. Yeah. Yeah. Our revolution, MSU, shave your knuckles for justice. Buck fighting. We fight for Bernard till the end. I appreciate that. Dude is priest. Boom. Vote for Joe. Hell no. Nice, dude is priest. What's going on here? 392 watching, 237 likes. Hit the like button. What happened with the stream here? What happened to the stream? Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, because some of the other ones. I voted for Bernie here in Florida, right on. Still here, Victoria Thomas. Graham, what is your suggestion for people who still have primaries coming up? I say vote for Bernie. I mean, get out and vote for Bernie if they don't. We're really close to like a just nationwide lockdown. It's really close. We're going to have a national travel ban within the next 3 to 5 days. And we might have a nationwide quarantine. Like stay at home, don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. It might be something like that, because the concern is that the hospital beds get overrun, right? So if the hospital beds get overrun, if everyone gets, one of the problems that happened in Italy, so Italy has actually great healthcare. One of the things, they have great healthcare, and part of the sort of Italian culture, because their healthcare is so good, if anyone just has a cough, they go to the hospital because it's free and it's great. They just go and they get checked. So when the COVID thing was breaking out in China, they were like, oh, we all went. So they all sort of flooded it, and they don't want that to happen to America, because what happens is then anybody with anything else, diabetes, high blood pressure, somebody has a stroke, a heart attack, a car accident, any of these other things, then there's no way to treat them. So they just don't want it to spike, because if it spikes, then the hospital beds are overrun and then we're in trouble. Then so like they want people to just stay home. And if you're healthy, like if I were to get sick, I would just stay home and not interact with anybody, because I wouldn't want to spread. I don't want to give it to like anybody that's elderly or in one of the groups that has an immunity deficiency or compromised immunity, I guess they're calling it, and any of the pre-existing health conditions that can be fatal if you get COVID-19. So if I were to get sick, I would just stay home, because they're like, if you get sick, people that are healthy and younger, just stay home and do the things you do when you have a cold or a flu. It's just a really bad flu, so I would just stay home, and fluids and vitamins and all that other stuff. So, and I wouldn't go to the hospital unless it was like wouldn't go away, because every time I get a cold or a flu, I'm sick for about 3 days or so, and then by the 4th, 5th day I start to feel better, because I'm really good at taking care of myself. And by the 5th or 6th day, I'm starting to be on the mend and I'm fine. And after about a week or so, I'm like back to, boom. So that's what I would do. The only time I've ever gone to the hospital for a cold or a flu is when it like wouldn't go away, or like I felt better and then started to feel bad again. That's, my stepmom was a nurse. She said, go back. So that's happened to me like twice maybe. Or I had something that just wouldn't go away. Like 2 years ago, I had a cold that just wouldn't go away and wouldn't go away. And I was doing all the things. I take zinc, echinacea, I do all that stuff, and it just wouldn't go away. And I went to the doctor, and they're like, oh, you got bronchitis. So I was like, oh man. So I took medication. I don't really like taking pharmaceuticals or anything like that. So that's the concern is to flatline it so it doesn't spike, so that we have enough respirators. But they're anticipating it happening. I think they're and the last two press conferences I've seen with Trump, while he is a moron, he seems to be taking it a little more seriously. And he's got at least some smart doctors around him. Mike Pence is not one of those people. But I saw this man and this woman both speak today, both doctors who really spoke about, we need more data, we need more information, we need to talk to Chinese doctors. They're scientists, they're not playing politics, calling it the Chinese virus like an idiot. So it's, they've mobilized all these like Navy floating hospitals. The military, they said, is getting ready to create, MASH hospitals, just set up a tent with all that stuff, like field hospitals, basically. And that's what we're going to need to do if everybody spikes. And people who are still like going out to bars and restaurants, so that's crazy. So they're going to just start, there's going to be a national lockdown. I'm telling you, within 2 to 5 days. They're going to stop travel. I mean, it's just going to have to happen. They're going to have to release a bunch of stimulus money, not loans or tax breaks. We need cash. Everybody needs money. And Steve Mnuchin, who I loathe and detest and needs to spend the rest of his life in federal prison, actually said something that made sense this morning of like, no, we need to send people checks. Because what's happening, this virus is showing how awful capitalism is. We're seeing it in real time. For-profit healthcare system is going to really fuck over a lot of people. Everything's built upon money and jobs, and so when you shut down the economy, no one has anything. We can't do anything. We can't eat. What are we going to do? You're seeing how bad this is of for-profit healthcare and just capitalism in general. It is really exposing how awful capitalism is. Trump will use socialism to win in November. I know. Graham, is the Portland show off? As of right now, no. But Seattle is like becoming really bad, and Portland. So right now, April 24th in Seattle, April 25th in Portland are still on. But if we have a national travel ban and everything's locked down, I don't know. Right now, yes, but day to day, yeah, it's hard to say. Hold on, I want to show you guys something. What I use. So I found this immune gummy, elderberry. Can you see that? It's an immune gummy. It's got organic echinacea, zinc, and vitamin C and elderberry. It's really good. A friend of mine recommended it. It's good, just immunity support. I have that every day. It's made by Garden of Life. So, yeah, people can't afford a $400 emergency. I don't go for homeopathic stuff at all. All right. Yes, they are vegan. What up, Bob TV? Shelly Thomas. In Seattle, and if San Fran called lockdown, we will most likely within a week or so. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. So right now, the Seattle and Portland shows are still on, but if they lock that down, we could be locked down into April, and then those shows are off. Our May and June shows, hopefully, all of these measures that they're taking will actually work. And one of the things the doctor said this morning in the press conference, he goes, look, these measures we won't know if they're working for a while. Just because, infection rates keep going up doesn't mean the measures aren't working. It means a bunch of people have already been infected, and we're getting that information but overall we'll see, but it'll take time to tell if we didn't ever had the really big spike, if they just kind of flatten the curve like that, then we'll know that so hopefully all these measures and quarantines and, I'm so glad Ron and I didn't go to Florida this week. I would have been stuck in some airport somewhere or whatever. It would have been brutal. So, yeah. Yeah, burners care about policies, not politicians. Hillbots and Trump tards are the cultists. Yeah, exactly. We're not like Bernie. I just like his policies. If someone else comes along that actually is going to fight the Democratic Party and has his same platform, I'm all in. What's up, Steve? Durant tested positive. Oh, wow. Khan Academy has a great analysis of the coronavirus numbers. Okay, cool. 442 watching, 321 likes. Hit the like button. Let me read some super chats, ladies and gentlemen. Mo Money, shave your knuckles, Mo Money. The saddest thing after Bernie drops, who's going to pick up the torch for 2024? Warren, Buttigieg, Booker, progressive movement ends tonight. Well, it ends in the sense that, and it won't end until Bernie says, I'm done, everybody vote for Biden, which feels imminent. I still holding on a sliver of hope. I'm holding on a sliver of hope, not because I'm a masochist, but because I'm trying to stay positive. But the progressive movement within the Democratic Party dies, but it needs to. The progressive movement needs to collectively, and this is a thing I will push for. This is a thing I will try to get all us indie media people, Jimmy, Abby Martin, everybody. I will try to get all of us to unite around forming a third party. That's the thing we all need to do. Kyle Kalinske, anybody, Tim Black, all of them, everybody. All of us need to rally around getting behind a third party. Maybe just one person running for president on the Movement for a People's Party or something like that. That's what I think. I love the Green Party, and they do some good work, but there's some flaws within that party a little bit. I've told, Howard Hawkins is a Russiagator, which I can't get on board with. So I don't know. I don't know. I love Jill Stein. That woman's amazing. I was so proud I voted for her in 2016. I don't regret that decision, and I know I will never regret that decision. I've had her on this show, and hopefully have her on the show again. She's great, but I don't know. I'm going to be in Milwaukee unless we're still in lockdown and they shut down the conventions. But I'll be in Milwaukee, and I'll watch the Democratic Party sell us out, and I will be at the Movement for a People's Party convention. I'll run as president. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to sit here and watch two old creepy pedophiles fight over who gets to fuck over America the best. That's the Trump-Biden. That's what the Trump-Biden campaign will look like. Ben Riley, shave your knuckles for justice. We need to create a mainstream media corp from the ground up that is patterned with / owned by every lefty indie media conglomerate. It needs to be a full corporation. Yeah, you might be right, Ben. We all need to unify and start our strength together. And yeah, I mean, that'd be great. I would love it if some billionaire gave us a bunch of money, but we can't trust a billionaire. And I don't like or trust billionaires. I don't see them wanting to support us. But if they did, if one of them had a soul and really actually was a real progressive, they would propose that idea and spend the hundreds of millions of dollars or billions of dollars to say, I'm starting this progressive indie media network. Here are all the people. I'm putting it out on cable, like getting it out on all the platforms and all the streaming services and the Roku and the Apple TV and all that stuff. And pay us real money and have real studios and do it. That could really get the message out. And there's this one channel you can go to get all of these progressive voices and really get the word out. So it's not just me in my apartment in front of this thing. Yeah, that's a great idea, man. It's a great idea. I'm going to try to unify everybody around a third party or something. That's what I'm going to do. because we have some power. I mean, this show has almost 63,000 subscribers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But I mean, Jimmy, Abby Martin, Status Coup, all these people got a lot of viewers, man. And we need to get together. And we need to get together. It's that simple. David Packman will not be a part of it. Anna Maxa, hashtag ballot access. Yeah, absolutely. Ben Riley, ironically, Republican exit polls are consistent. I know the Republicans cheat differently. The Republicans try to cheat Democrats. You know, look, they'll cheat in the general. They'll cheat in the general. They'll suppress votes in the general. There'll be a bunch of black neighborhoods that get voter suppressed in the general. You know. But when the Democratic Party does it in the primary, no one on the left seems to care. When the Republican Party does it to the Democrats, then everyone's up in arms. But no one, when the Democrats cheat their own voters, everyone's okay with it. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to watch. The American electorate is like a bunch of abused children living in a crazy alcoholic home that refuse to acknowledge they live in an alcoholic home and they won't get out of it. And us progressives, we broke for free. We went and when you get out of that kind of crazy toxic environment, and then you look back and you go, wow, my family was nuts. I didn't realize that at all. I thought, my family's not that bad. You know, we have no family's perfect. But then you get out and you go, wow, my family there was abuse. There was gaslighting. There was lying. There was just all this, oh, I love you. You're the best. And then they sell you out. I'd like, unreal. That's what it's like. That's what the Democratic Party's like. It's an abusive alcoholic home. That's what the two-party system is like. I mean, conservative voters vote against their own interests all the time. Working class people vote for people like Mitch McConnell. They thought Trump was going to help them. And people on the left always mock them. Oh, they're so dumb. They vote against their own interests. The left votes against their own. They're just doing it right now. They're doing it right now. A bunch of fucking idiots just voted against their own interests. The Obama years, the single greatest evaporation of black wealth was under the 8 years of Obama. 6 million foreclosures. 6 million people. Just a financial crisis hit. He bailed out the banks. He didn't prosecute anyone. You know, in Iceland, they put the fucking bankers in jail. The CEOs, not some mid-level idiots. The head bankers went to prison in Iceland and sweeping banking reform. It's not possible for that to happen in that country again. Not here. It's happening again right now. The Fed just keeps pumping money and pumping money and pumping money. And they put $6 trillion, somewhere between the neighborhood of 6 to 8 trillion since the fall. They've been pumping into Wall Street. Nobody asked how we're going to pay for that. Nobody's asked how we're going to pay for that. They just did 1.5 trillion last fucking week. And it barely stopped. It was a speed bump. The economy kept nosediving. The Dow went up a little bit today with this talk of like, we're going to do, measures and bailouts. People, a little bit of confidence in the markets, but 85% of all stocks are owned by the 1%. Crypto took a nosedive, but this is actually a good thing because I own crypto with Ray. By the way, go to rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. The crypto nosedive, but that's because all the big banks several years ago started buying up crypto. Since the markets have been shitting the bed because of the coronavirus, they all sold their crypto. All the big banks sold all their crypto last week. So crypto lost value, but it's actually better because we don't want the banks owning crypto. So crypto is starting to creep back up. It'll be back up. Trust me. Big Green, what's up? Facebook is instantly deleting posts and comments from non-Biden supporters. Of course. Facebook is part of it. I don't know what to do because I use Facebook to get, tour dates and promote stuff and videos out. And Instagram is owned by Facebook, so being on Instagram is still part of the problem. And Twitter's corrupt too. Like, I don't know what to do as like a content creator, comedian that needs to promote, to talk to you fans, to tell you guys I'm going live, to tell you I've got live shows, to tell you there's tickets on sale. I don't know how to do that without social media. And social media is completely part of the problem. You know, I mean, there's intelligence agents as that are executives at Twitter, you know, like, I don't know what to do. Hey, Mares, what's up, sweetie? How you doing in Iowa? I've never really thought about buying a gun before, but as a single woman in a country with no resources and a corporate-owned state, it's going to be madness. Yeah, it's. I don't want to. I've never wanted to own a gun. I don't want to shoot somebody. But I mean, we're like a goddamn banana republic. Scientists have been talking about a pandemic coming for 20 to 30 years, and we're not ready. We weren't ready at all. And these dumbass fucking Biden supporters, 8 years of Obama. We should have had Medicare for all. Obama should have put everything in place. If Obama would truly bailed, given me the people money rather than the fucking banks. Imagine if Obama would have done that. Taken that $1 trillion or whatever he put out there and gave it to all of the people struggling. Homeowners, people upside down in their car, whatever. When the car, just giving it to everybody. Giving everybody like, you know, 70 to 100 grand and said you have to do two things. You have to either pay off your mortgage, buy a house. So if you didn't own a home, you got to put money down on a house, which helps to, if you're behind on your mortgage, you got to pay your mortgage down, get current on your mortgage, and then you got to either pay off your car loan or buy a new car. What if Obama did that? The banks would have gotten their money eventually. Like, I was one of the millions of people who was struggling. If I would have gotten some big stimulus check, I would have gladly paid the banks. Here you go. Here's the mortgage money. Boom. Stay in my home. You got a bunch of money. Restructure my loan. Great. You know? Instead, I had to sell my car. And I went through, they could have done that. And if Obama would have did that, and instead they just kept bombing. I don't. And 4 years ago, all the people who were like, Bernie sold us out. I'm done with this guy. I said that numerous times on this show. I get it. I hear you. I don't blame you for that response. I'm going to try one more time. I'm not there yet. I think that there's still a shot. So, but now, Ray Foley, boom. Love you, Ray. Hope to see you in Chicago. As someone who volunteered for Bernie and gave the limit in 2016, I'm done with the illusion. Tulsi now. Yeah, I feel you. If Tulsi's going to truly stay in, then that's what we need to do, man. We need to rally. The Democratic Party is not going to give her the nomination, unless we just full on riot and like hold Tom Perez captive or something crazy like that. It's not, I don't think they're going to do it. So we need to get her to break free, but she said you won't. All AOC, Bernie, they've all said they won't break free. They all said they won't leave the party. They won't. I'd love to get behind Tulsi, man. She's only got 7 to 8 delegates or something. Like, I don't know. Dude is priest. 4 players of the New Jersey Nets just tested positive. Yeah, a bunch of people are going to get it. I could get it. You could get it, and it'll just be like having a bad cold. I don't want to get it. I'm taking all the precautions and everything like that. But unless they find a full-on cure or whatever, it's going to be part of our flu season every winter. We just need to. It's a brand new virus, so our bodies, the human body has never had to deal with it. We all have kind of an immunity towards the regular flu and the cold and all that stuff, and the various strains, but our bodies are kind of used to it. We're carrying signs now. Boom. Shave your knuckles for justice. Help Graham pay his bill. Thanks. Thank you so much for supporting the show. There's so many great ways to do it. There's super chats right now, which I appreciate. Make sure you like and subscribe to the videos. Positive comments in the comment section. Hit the like button right now. Share the videos. Watch the ads all the way through. Open up a separate browser window. Turn the sound down if it's some right-wing nonsense. Support me on Patreon. I'm going to try to put more content up on Patreon. I know I've been saying that, but it's so with this election and then this virus, there's always like, I'm scrambling, man. We all are. We're all in this together. The whole world is having to admit it's powerless. If you're in 12 steps, step 1, admit you're powerless. We're all having to admit we're powerless. So I thank you for your support, and I'm doing everything I can. So any ways that you can support, Rockfin's a great way to support. Patreon, I have a PayPal button. I have Venmo. Some of you have asked. My Venmo is at Graham-Elwood on Venmo. If you want to do one-time donations, I have a P.O. box. So, I appreciate all that stuff. Anyway, some people have donated and hit my PayPal button, which is so amazing. I appreciate it. You're keeping me going. You're keeping me losing road money hurts, man. It really hurts. Like it's about 25% of my revenue, and so it's a sting. So if this UBI helps, it'll help all of us. And any way you guys can help, I really appreciate it. Thank you. And I know we're all sort of struggling with this, and we got to buy groceries and stay inside and all this stuff. So I'm going to try to do more videos and more live streams. I'm going to try to live stream almost every day if I can, and put out more videos and stuff like that. More funny ones. The Granny Petrol one was so fun to do. But I'll be releasing more videos. Plus the Sunday night live stream, my editor just sent me all the clips from that. So I'll be dropping all that. If you didn't have a chance to watch it or you only watched part of it, what my editor does when we do those live streams, especially in the studio when I have guests and stuff, it's really cool. We had Kim Iverson on the show, which is great. We talk about different subjects. And so then I take this 2.5 live stream and I release like 10 clips from it. So I'll be releasing those this week. I love this show and I love doing it. We'll get on the downside of this. The numbers will start to drop. They've dropped in Korea. They've dropped in Japan. They've dropped in China. I mean, hard to know what China's reporting, how odd it is, but, yeah. Kelly M. Bernie 2020. What's up? Shave your knuckles for justice. Oregon coronavirus cases surged to 67. Schools now closed till April 28th. Hope your show isn't canceled. Wow. If Oregon schools are closed until April 28th, it doesn't bode well for Ron and I going up there next month to do the show. The show is in 5 weeks. Probably not. We'll make an official call down the road, but probably not, which breaks my heart. But we're going to reschedule all these dates. We already have pushed. We've already gotten dates in October lined up for the Florida run. We're just locking that down. But like if you bought tickets to Orlando, Tampa, or Miami, we're already looking at October to come back. So we'll come to Portland. We'll find dates in the fall to come up there. We'll do it. We're not gonna just cancel. We'll reschedule all these dates. I guarantee it. We're gonna reschedule all these dates. So. Boom. Ben Riley, right now between TYT and Sec Talk and et cetera, you have the capital sitting there to be combined. I know. I don't know if TYT would, I don't know. But they seem to be more leaning on the, any blue will do side, like they'll back Biden. I can almost assure you that they would. So, it'd be great if they wanted to join us, but I think they're outside of that circle of people to do it. So I'll start throwing it out there, man. I'll start throwing it out there. S. Armstrong, boom. Movement for a peoplesparty.org. Get involved. They've come to a lot of our shows. They got a cool little organization. They're the draft Bernie people. When he said no, they started Movement for a People's Party. I'm all for it. And the People's Party should be a coalition of progressives, of Green Party people, of libertarians, of labor unions. Get the unions together. Like, it really should be a working the People's Party, the party for the people. So, yeah, get involved. Get involved in the Movement for a People's Party. Yeah. I don't know that I'm ever going to donate to a Democrat again. They're never going to get my money. Anamaxa, boom. Nevada is shutting down all casinos and gaming for 30 days starting tonight. Oh, wow. At midnight because of coronavirus. Governor had a press conference. Yeah, it's a matter of time. It is a matter of time, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I know Ben Mankiewicz and Jimmy Dore had a huge blowout about third-party stuff. Yeah. Let's take over the Republicans. Yeah, good luck. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Anna is any blue will do. She sure seems like it sometimes. We have, ladies and gentlemen, 614 watching, 500 likes. Boom, boom, boom. Hit the like button, everybody. I want to say, too, the Sunday live stream was amazing. My record for most people viewing at a time was 1,000. And Thursday night, we got up to 1,700. We were at 1,700 for like a half hour. We were consistently at 1,500 the whole night. That was amazing. That was amazing. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in that studio. I don't know if Corona is going to shut that down, but if it's just me, Ron, and Aaron again, we'll do that because it's pretty awesome. I love doing it. eBay is selling 6 toilet paper rolls for $50. I want to talk about this. We need to work together. Don't do that hoarding shit. It just really. I was at the store today and I needed almond milk, and I was at the store and there was literally only 2 things of almond milk left. And I says, "That?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "I'm just going to take one because someone else could use this. I'm single. I live alone. There's a senior citizen, there's someone with disabilities, or just someone with kids, or just one other single person living alone needs that. I don't need both. I'm good. We got to work together in this. If you got elderly neighbors, go knock it, see if they're okay, because they're afraid to go to. Some of them, like, they don't want to go to the store because we're someone with immunity, a compromised immune system. They shouldn't be out in public. Because even with this lockdown, people still got to be able to go to the stores to buy stuff. So, help people out, man. Yeah, call the hoarding assholes out. Just say, "Hey, man, there's other people that could use that." Help people out, man. Be a better person. I think yelling at them might not work. I would appeal to the better nature. Like, come on, man, help everyone out. You don't need all that. Come on. So we got to help each other out, man. People panic buying, it's just, what I was told in Italy, they didn't do that. They looked out for one another in Italy. Look out for your neighbor. When I'm going out, everyone's kind of down in their heads. Like, I'm smiling. "Hey, how you doing?" I go to the cashier. "How you doing today?" It's pretty crazy, huh? Nice to see you. Help each other out, man. We didn't look at the establishment as fucking us. And neoliberals, they just whatever. Yeah. Corn pop hordes. That's funny. Ben Riley, boom. MySpace at its peaks better than Facebook before ads took over. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to wrap this up soon, folks. Been talking a lot today, and my mic is starting to die. Kate, what's up, Kate? Bernie is not a sellout. Bad senior campaign staff. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard his campaign staff is horrible. His campaign staff is horrible. But at some point, he did need to just like do that, just say, I'm going to do this. Why he's listening to them, I don't know. They are bad, and I've heard that before, that his senior campaign staff is awful. They're Democratic insiders. But why did he pick them? Why is he listen? Why isn't he like making more of a like, do this, get out there and fight? I have a hard time believing Nina Turner is like going along with his campaign staff. So I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't get it. It's disheartening. And thanks for supporting the show, Kate. I really appreciate it. Hey, Gray, what's up, brother? You want to freak out the establishment? Everyone who can afford it, order yellow vests from Amazon tomorrow and wipe out their inventory. Yeah. Start ordering yellow vests. I got mine. Hello, citizens of Gotham. How are you doing? As we wrap up this live stream with Political Vigilante, we're going to do it with a yellow vest, baby. It's all tangled up. Why is this? It shouldn't be that hard to put a yellow vest on, right? It shouldn't be that hard. God damn it. Is it like sticking on me? Boom. Boom. Old gringo, boom. As the icebergs melt, old diseases are released. Yep. Jedi Mullet 77. I live in Illinois and did vote for Bernie. Does anyone know why youth vote is down? I'm 43. Well, according to the youth vote, the numbers, I don't know why the numbers were down. I don't know. But the youth overwhelmingly in every state voted for Bernie. So this is like another fuck you to the youth. Hey, we don't care about your future. We don't care about your student debt. We don't care if you have health insurance. We don't care if there's health insurance or a country or a world for you to have kids in. We don't care. We're just old rich assholes. We made our money. We're leaving. Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, we're going to just take our money and run. It would be a real shame if that group got the corona, huh? It'd be a real shame. Annabelle Corley, what's up, Annabelle? Graham, I'm sure Perth surf beaches will be welcome you with open arms. Not sure about your mate. Hashtag Toastergate. Yeah. If this keeps going this way, I don't know that I want to live in America anymore. I really don't. I'm really worried about it, watching this happen. Like with this just flagrant cheating of the elections and the coronavirus, like it's really like, man, I could live in Perth, no problem. Just drive up and down the beaches of Western Australia and surf. I could do that. If I could do the show and make money there, I would. I would absolutely do that. I don't know. I probably got to marry an Australian woman, which means getting married again. That's a trick. That's a tricky. But, you know, Toastergate, Ron is still currently under investigation, and there's a lot of weird issues that came over there. Like I talked about on the live stream Sunday, there's talk of maybe there was a second toaster behind the grassy knoll. A lot of weird stuff happening. A magic piece of toast that just wound it around and went from toaster to like, it's really, really shady. But I would love to live in Perth. Annabelle, thank you so much. Misty Moriton, what's up, Misty? Can you talk about Andrew Gilliam? You said that twice. I'm not that familiar with Andrew Gilliam, quite honestly. Let me find that person. Where is Andrew Gilliam? Oh, this is it. They're declaring Arizona for Biden. He won all 3 states tonight. He's got 1,100 delegates. Bernie's got 800. 1,900 is the magic number. Shut out Bernie across 3 states tonight. Oh, fuck. Pull that fucking depressing bullshit down. Andrew Gilliam. Let's look this guy up. Oh, wait, I know Andrew. Is American probably served as a... Yeah. Wait. Oh, he's entering rehab. Wow. In a Miami hotel room episode. Oh, geez. Andrew Gilliam to enter rehab with withdrawal from politics after a Miami hotel room episode. Andrew Gilliam said Sunday night he will enter a rehab facility to address his alcohol abuse. The former Florida gubernatorial candidate made the decision after he was found inebriated inside a Miami Beach hotel room early Friday with another man who allegedly overdosed on crystal meth. Oh, God. After conversation with my family and deep reflection, I've made the decision to seek help, guidance, and enter a rehab facility this time. Gilliam, a Democrat who lost to Governor Ron DeSantis, I remember that. He fell into a depression after lost that race and led to his alcohol abuse. This has been a wake-up call for me. Oh, man. Another man, Travis Dyson, 30, collapsed on the bed and was treated for possible drug overdose. Officers found 3 bags of crystal meth on the bed in a hotel room. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's a bummer. That's it's a bummer because drug addiction's no joke, man. And part of Bernie's Medicare for All plan that I really liked is it really treats drug addiction is a medical problem, not a criminal problem. But yeah. So that's, I know a lot of people who are in recovery and recovering addicts and alcoholics. It's brutal. And I hope he's, alcoholism and drug addiction are really brutal diseases, and they've ruined lives. Man, I grew up in an alcoholic home, and that alone was hard to deal with. And I have to deal with that on a daily basis growing up in that chaos. So that's really too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks, Misty Morton, for supporting the show. Shave your knuckles for justice. Kate, hoarding is a stress reaction for scared people. Yeah, I know. It's a scare tactic, and it's like survival instincts, and it goes back to our base DNA of just, but it's like, we got to work together. Kilkenny B, thank you, Kilkenny, for supporting the show. Electro Fool 420. Shave them for justice. You're making Gotham great again. People don't hoard the health food section. FYI. Yeah, I know. Dude, I was in Target today, and these gluten-free pizzas, all the other frozen pizzas were practically wiped out. There's just a couple other, the meat and the gluten-free vegan one, they were on sale. No one was buying them. I was like, oh, this is great. And the health food stuff, they're just grabbing the meat, all the healthy stuff. I was like, oh, great, cool. Veggie, vegan, great, cool, gluten-free, gluten-free crackers. Oh, these are good. Thanks. You just go hoard all the awful food. Great. Go eat that crap. But I'm going to stay healthy. Kate, Chuck Rocha, and Faiz Shakir worked for Pelosi. Yeah, those are the people in Bernie's campaign. You're absolutely right, Kate. Yeah, yeah, those people are awful. And that's a big reason why Bernie ran the shitty campaign. But it still is on him. You're the person. You're the guy. You're the candidate. You have to make these calls. you know, and those people absolutely deserve our, you know, it's not a coincidence that those Democratic insiders got involved in Bernie's campaign. But he said yes to it. If I were to run, if I were to be Bernie and run, and any of those insiders came to run for me, I'd say absolutely not. I would only have like outsider activists, real progressives on my campaign if I ran. That's all I would do. So, write in Bernie. Don't you find it fishy? TYT endorsed Bernie. He's controlled opposition just like TYT. The establishment pulled a fake move again, and now they're ahead. It is interesting, man. Tulsi is our future. Bernie should endorse her. That would be awesome if he did that. Song tonight? Yeah, I got to sing. I haven't sang for you guys in a while. Let's do it. Good Riddance by Green Day. I don't know if I know that. That's fine. Let's find a good song. All right, I'm going to sing, you guys. My voice is getting a little scraggly, and I need to eat. Let's go. Good Riddance, Green Day. Good Riddance, karaoke. All right, here it is, guys. For those of you, hit the like button, everybody. For those of you who are new to this, I sing karaoke. Sam Dean started this a year ago, and I usually sing it like Shatner. William Shatner. That's Captain Kirk. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. 605, 610 likes. God, you guys get on it, man. You start more likes than you. Boom. I love it. Thank you. You won't be able to hear it, but I'll just sing along. I'm going to sing it like Green Day. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. On a shelf, in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. I have to sing it as Shatter because if I were to sing it in real words, I would be crying. I would be crying if I sang this in real time because it's a bummer what's happening right now. It's a real bummer to think about this. It's not over, but it's a bummer. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. That was kind of like Christopher Walken at the end. I'd be dead. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. I hope you had the time of your life. You Klingon bastard, you killed my son. Yeah, I can't sing that. I can't sing that in a regular voice because I'd start crying because it really, first of all, I just love that song. And then more importantly, it feels a little it's a little like I went to 4 Bernie rallies in the last year. We had such hope. We thought, bam, this is it. He was surging, and they cheated, and then he cheated, and he had a shitty campaign staff, and then he let it. I love Bernie, man. I don't know. Cat B, what's up? Not having the time of your life, you Klingon bastards. It's sad right now we're all fucking quarantined. There's a pandemic. This guy that we had a lot of hope for is losing and not fighting. And it feels like the ruling class is winning again. But in the end, it's right. It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. I hope when you come watch the show, you have the time of your life. Because I do. I have the time of my life doing this show the last 3 years. I'm not like quitting. This isn't like me resigning or something like that. But this has been the time of my life doing this show. And I'll keep going. We're going to keep going. I'll keep covering this shit. I'll keep covering the environment. I'll keep covering everything. And hope that something happens. But we need a top-down solution for climate change. We really do. So, Ray Foley, just press the like button. Thanks, man. It's solidarity. We got to stick together. You guys are the best. Yeah. People. I don't know what that one's. That's a little crazy. I'm buying 50 yellow vests tomorrow. Come up here and come live here in Canada when it all clears up. Yeah. No matter what, keep talking, Graham. We need you. Thank you, Our Revolution. I will keep talking. I don't know if it's going to be in LA or if it's going to be somewhere near a beach in Perth or something like that. I don't know. I'll keep talking. I'll keep talking about Epstein. They won't prosecute him. I'll keep talking about this corrupt system. I'll keep talking about the ruling class. I know I'm going to lose a lot of friends this summer. When I publicly say I'm not voting for Joe Biden, I know I'm going to lose a lot of friends because they're going to scream Trump and they're going to blame that, oh, you Bernie people. No, I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent. I'm an independent, lefty, anti-war progressive. And the Democratic Party does not own my vote. And they can go fuck themselves. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll be doing more live streaming, more videos, more all of it. So, fuck Biden. Yeah, fuck Biden hard. 2 old pedophiles are going to be battling in the general. Night, night, baby. It's a little bummer being quarantined when you live alone. You know? I just saw some friends stuff, but it's like, yeah, I went through a breakup with someone that started to get verbally abusive. It was a bummer. It's a bummer. But you guys are great. And yeah. So thanks for all the love and support. Y'all are great. Thanks, John Smith. Y'all are girls using coronavirus to ramp up the police state and voter shame. Yeah. Yep. They're evil. All right, everybody. I need to eat. I hope you're well. Be nice to one another. Look out for your neighbors. Help where you can. Don't get into screaming matches with the dumb neoliberals. Just say, sorry, they don't get my vote. Walk away. Nope. List all the facts. Walk away. We're all going to lose more friends and family this summer, but we've all gained each other. That's what it's like being a progressive. It's It's like leaving an abusive relationship and getting into a support group with people that love and understand you in a way that nobody else does. Shave your knuckles for justice. We are all making Gotham great again, whether it looks like it is or not. We are making it better. One shaved knuckle at a time. Thanks for watching. I'll be live again soon. Videos dropping daily.